Okay, Tracy, this is the best way I can relay information to you so it's clear, and you can understand what's going on and actually see me do it. The basic way to adjust it, the first thing I want to address is, of course, the menu. There's two things that I want to talk about. The first was the cantorial music. Basically, I've added it and I've put it under here. Here are the main menus. So if we go to a page, you'll see that here are the first lines, and then of course you've got your sub menus. So basically the easiest way to do it is you just grab these, which are all movable, and if you move it to inside, you're indenting it once. Effectively this becomes a sub menu of this, and these become a sub menu of this one. So of course I'll just put that back, and to move the menus around, so this was up here like this, all I did was grabbed it and moved it down, and then here's the cantorial music I should say. And if you need to change it, you change the lettering here, so if it's lowercase you can just change that and then put it up, and then also make sure you push save menu, because that will make sure it's saved. And also the other thing is make sure you select the right one you want to change and select, and this of course is on the home page, or on all pages I should say. So that's how you deal with the menus. The next thing I want to go through is how to edit a page. Just to give you an idea, if I add a layout, so I just clicked on the button and it will always appear at the bottom, and then I can move it up. Now let's say for example, that didn't move up. Let's say for example I want to add a text box, and maybe and I can actually show you this. If I want to add, let's say for instance I want to add the PowerPoint. I upload the PowerPoint, which if you need me to show you how to upload things, which I don't think, because I think you know that, you just upload in here and then drag it in that screen by clicking this button. But let's say I want to put that into the page, so I insert it, it appears there. Of course I want to get rid of that text, and then I push save and then update. It's going to save it and it'll be on that page. Now if I want to remove that because I'm like, oh no, I made a mistake, I just click on this box here and it's gone, update, it's removed. So that's how simple it is. And of course everything here that has an X we can get rid of, so I got rid of that box because it was the layouts element. So that's basically how you remove items and put items, and then of course whenever you've finished it, make sure you save it. If you do have any issues or you want to go back, you can actually click this button here. It'll take you to a page and you can actually go back in history to wherever you made the mistake or you want to change it and fix it. But if everything's good, then I recommend just leaving it alone and fixing it here. But that's just if you delete something you weren't supposed to, you can take it back. It's like a little time machine. So that's really handy there. And also, as I said, just make sure you click update. The next thing I want to go through is adding the PowerPoints to the page. Now what I will say to you is, you said you wanted the people to be able to click on a link, like for instance this one here, click on a link and go to a new page. That is fairly easy to do, but it is labor intensive, and I basically say that because the fact is, for this to happen, if I click here it goes to a new page which will load up. I can easily flick back between my tabs and go there, and of course I do not have a back button because it's a new page, and then I can scroll through it. I can actually download it down here. But to do this, what you have to do is you have to go here, as I said, upload the media, so I uploaded this one, then go to pages, add new page, and I'll go ahead and add the same page again because this is the only one I have. You have to type in the name, add media, click on what you wanted to add and insert it in the post. You'll notice that this number changes, so it's actually 3 now because I've actually done 3 and the 2. And I'll actually show you something here. So I've got the 3, so this is my link, and you can view the page or whatever, but this is my other page, Then I have to come back, go back to that page, like for instance this one, and I'll actually remove this, but if I highlight this and add link, you'll see that this is the one, and I can see it's the right one because this has a 3. If I click this one, it becomes a 2. So let's do that, add link and save it, and then of course update it. When I come back to that page and refresh, you'll see that when I click on that, I'll actually go to this page again and notice number 3. Well, you can't see it, but it's number 3. I apologize for that because I can drag this down. You can see that there's the 3, right? So that's my page. But that's the only way you're going to be able to do that, because if I come back to this page here, actually I'll get rid of that page. But if I come back to here and click on this, because I'll remove that, the one thing that you need to do, which makes this a lot easier, is when you click on that box here, this will open in a new tab, which means like a new window will open. But that's the only way you can do it without doing major scripting, which, you know, that's going to take a lot of hours. And then of course to remove links, you just click that and it goes away. So if I put that link back, and I also remove the other one, so if I add that link, then I just want to check my work, because I want to make sure this box was checked. Update, save, and update. You'll notice, I'll get rid of that page. If I go back to the learning and go to here, you'll see that this is the only link on the page. And that of course is in a new tab. And once again I can show you that because there's no back button here. So I'll close that out and go back here. So that's the only way you're going to be able to have that. Other than that, the other option you've got is you can just go into here, highlight this, and then when you upload the media, so if I could just jump there quickly, if I go to media, copy that because this is the URL, and then when I put link, so if I add link here, I can just add it here. Now even if I do add in that, I'll show you what's going to happen when I do this. If I go update and then go to the page, what happens when I click on this is it downloads down here. That's the only problem with doing it that way, because and the reason this is because it's a PowerPoint, but the browsers aren't able to construct a page. We have to manually construct a page because the browsers do not like PowerPoint just being thrown at it. It's foreign to it. Unlike, it's not in HTML coding. There's a lot more information to that. I'm sure you don't want to hear it all, but it's just not possible in this environment. If you even go to websites, if you've been to a website and it's done, please let me know, because I do a lot of surfing on the internet, trying to keep up with all the latest and greatest things. But all the study I've found, I have not been able to find anything like that. So this video is coming up to 10 minutes, so I'm going to stop this and then I'll give you part 2 shortly.